Hello, creative beauties. How are you today? Today I have for you the process video. I did quite a long live stream on AB Studio Inspirations group. I will link it down below in case that you want to craft along or you are up for almost 2 hours of me making that project. So basically I'm working with the AB Studio collection that it's called Emerald Queen, and I did a green project. If you are new here, I never reach for the green. From whole rainbow, I will never choose green, and I start to see the gossip that I just can't work with green. So, I'm up for the challenge, and I decided to do the green layout. And Emerald Queen is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful collection full of amazing papers. Yes, green is not my favorite color. I would even dare to say that green is not creative color. A joke, but not, but yes, but not. But it's a really wonderful collection. And if you like unique papers, I'm sure that this one will be up to your liking. Beautiful patterns and beautiful quality of the paper. I can't stress enough how good the quality of AB Studio paper is. They will not warp or behave weirdly, and I will quite float my artwork, as you will see in a bit, that I use a lot of water on my projects, so ability of paper to stay flat is really, really something that I'm paying attention to. So I made a paper collage from different papers and scraps and from different collections, actually from AB Studio, because they were kind enough to send me a box of their beautiful products, and I just fussy cut all the elements from all those sheets with the elements, and they have quite a lot of them. It's the way that you can also get a lot of ephemera pieces, really, really cool projects, and I strongly encourage you to check it out. I will link down below all the products from AB Studio that I use in this project. So my thought process was really complicated with this project. I wanted to use as much green as possible, but you will see that I'm also using black and white, and I'm adding the tone of gold. Because if you do the project that it's monochromatic, it's really important to remember about the contrasts, because they will make your work look really cool or really horrible. So Emerald Queen, I settled on the idea of making my mom Emerald Queen. So I prepared photo, I put it on the distance from the leftovers from the crafty box to make the photo really dimensional. Usually I would use 2 copies of the same photo, but I didn't print it out, so I just used the paper instead, and I left the space to add crown later on. Queen needs her gems, so I created them from cabochons, from Finnabar, the one that are faceted and the one that are really smooth. I used art ingredients, dark forest paint underneath them, and you could see on the screen how beautiful they are. The same paint I use with AB Studio dot stencil that I truly love. It's beautiful random dot stencil and it will look incredible. And then I added white accents into my project with Stamperia cream paste. Love it, by the way, strongly recommend it. And also my favorite AB Studio stencil, this round one, have just beautiful pattern and I love it. I love it so much. This stencil that I'm using right now on the screen have the same pattern, but it's a little bit smaller. Basically, it's the smaller version of the same pattern that I have in the background, and I think that it always looks so nice and good and cohesive in your project when you repeat some stuff. The frame will be in the chestnut art ingredient color. It's a beautiful deep vintage gold, and because I didn't set it up when I will start to add my green, it will get mixed a little bit, and the paint that is on top of the texture paste didn't dry at all while it was dry on the chipboard already, so I got a really nice effect with using this green. For green, I aim to emerald look, and I wanted to make it as green as possible because, come on, people are teasing me about green all the time, and I made my point that I will make it as green as possible. So two shades of green that I'm using. One is Acryl Academy, just green, and second one is Dark Forest from Art Ingredients, and I think that they give me together really nice, cohesive but not boring green look. To bring back a little bit of contrast and repeat a little bit this amazing pattern that it's in the background, I use AB Studio stamps. It's random letters and random numbers, and I really like to use them without acrylic block, just like you see me stamping here and there. They will work on the acrylic block. They have clean backing, so it will work beautifully. I struggled with flowers a lot, and I got a lot of input from the audience how to arrange my flowers. All those elements that I will put underneath my flowers, the clogs, the branches and leaves, they are fussy cut elements from AB Studio papers from different collections, because I think that you can mix and match them perfectly, and all those elements had something green on them, so that's why they end up on the artwork. I struggled for a while with my floral placement. That's why the stream was so long. By the way, I will leave all the links in the description box to the AB Studio and to AB Studio Inspiration Group and to my personal channels. If you are up for joining me on any of the weird and funny live streams that I'm doing, follow me on Instagram. I always shout out a few minutes before I will go live that it will happen, because for most of the time it's quite spontaneous. And I think that right now we will have more of those long sessions of spontaneous layout, card or tag making, because I really enjoy them and I really like to meet with you and chit chat and laugh. So basically we are aiming to the end. I'm adding some shadows with my paints. I use also the brown liquid ink just to give a little bit more oomph to the project and a little bit more of the contrast. Flowers are from Little Birdie, and I really like the gems in the center, and I thought that that goes so well with the Emerald Queen theme that I chose. Here you can see a few close-ups on the way how paints mix on the frame. I really, really like this effect of partially gold, partially green, and the fact that the paint is weared off from the texture paste. I will definitely explore that technique a little bit more because I think it looks so cool. To make everything a little bit more cohesive, I added paint here and there. I was trying to remove a little bit of the green on the bottom to bring the whiteness of texture paste. I ended up sanding it. So anyway, that's all project for today. I hope you enjoy it. Have a nice and creative day. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to my returning viewers for coming back, leaving those comments. It means a lot to me, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye!